It's a good day today, Tiger fans. Our beloved Justin Verlander just got signed to a 5-year, $180 million contract extension, which has a vesting option for 2020. So it means Justin Verlander and all the contract talks have just been squashed, and he's going to be a Tiger for a very, very, very long time. I am extremely happy that Verlander got this money because come next year, and even through this year, Verlander wasn't a free agent until 2014. But this whole entire year has been nothing but talks of who's going to be the first $200 million pitcher. You know, what's Verlander going to do come free agency? And Verlander was dropping hints that he would like to even test the free agent waters because he said he thought it would be cool that teams competing over his services as a pitcher because, you know, he's the game's best pitcher right now. You know, he could have got a lot of money. The 5-year, $180 million contract is a way big boost over his last contract extension. His last extension was 5 years, $75 million. To see how, you can see how much the market went up in the last few years after his last contract. But I am just happy because Justin Verlander is by far my favorite Tigers player. Obviously, with my my name on my channel and stuff. And I'd have been broken if he'd have left the team. And now he's on the team until 2019. He's got a vesting option for 2020, and by then Verlander will be 37, 38 years old. You know, bulk of his career will be more than over with. So it's just a great day. He's now the highest paid pitcher in MLB history. The $180 million beat out King Felix's deal. I'm not sure. I forgot how much King Felix's deal was for. There is a few downfalls though now. When it's going to be either Scherzer or Sanchez or Scherzer or Fister, it's going to have to go come time to re-up those guys' contracts because what's that? 5 years at 180? That's like $25 million a year, somewhere around there. And you can only afford so many big name players. Yeah. You know, you can only afford so many big-name players, and Miguel Cabrera's contract's up, I think, in 2015, so what are they going to do then? You know, you can only hand out so many big contracts, because Fielder got $214 over 9 years. Now, Verlander's got $180 over 5 years. Sanchez has got $85 over 5 years. So Fister's gonna probably be, if he has another good year, he'll probably want 5 years at probably $75-50 million. And then Scherzer, if he has another good year, he'll probably want 4 or 5 years, about $75-80 million. You know, you can only have so many big contracts, and there's no salary cap in baseball, but they got that luxury tax threshold, and a lot of teams want to stay underneath that luxury tax threshold. I think of $180 million, and I think it's $180 or $189 million. So eventually, someone's got to go because you can't keep resigning him. Mike Ilitch has the money, and I knew he was not going to let Justin Verlander go because Verlander, since day one, he has been one of the prides of the Detroit Tigers. You know, he came up, he got drafted, he came up through the system, and since his rookie year in 06, he's done nothing but been a fan favorite. You know, won Rookie of the Year in 06, he was outstanding in 07, 08 he had a bad year, but he bounced back beautifully in 09, 2010 he was good, and in 2011 he came into his zone, you know, winning the MVP and the Cy Young. Last year came second place in the Cy Young voting, and this kid's only 30. And Verlander, and one reason why I love this contract is Verlander is not one of those guys that he's going to be screwed when his velocity starts going down. Because Verlander, in the early goings, through the first 5 innings, he's only throwing about 93. You can see him throw as low as 88, 89 in the first inning with his fastball, just putting it in, getting outs on placement and quick outs. You know, when he gets in the later innings, he dials it up. So he's one got one of the best curveballs in the game. Two, you know, he's got pinpoint accuracy and command. So when his fastball velocity goes down, you know, he can still get guys out. And his secondary stuff is just still so good. So even as this guy's stuff starts to deteriorate, he's still going to be effective for such a long time because of how good he is able to pitch. So that's why I like this deal, because it's not just like when Prince Fielder gets older, let's face it, Tiger fans, he's going to be a liability because Cabrera isn't that great of a third baseman right now to begin with. Fielder is not a good first baseman. Eventually, we're going to have 2 big DHs in the corner. They pretty much are DHs right now. And we got 2 big DHs in the corners of that in the infield. Okay? And you know that they're going to probably not have to re-sign VMart because you're going to have to do something about Prince. So, as Prince gets older, and he's making all this money, his value is going to go down. Just look at Albert Pujols' contract. His value, his numbers have fallen every single year, and he's making a boatload of money. But look at Prince Fielder. His value is going to start going down in a few years, and he's going to be making top-tier cash. Look at Miguel Cabrera, because I guarantee they'll probably try to re-sign him too. Say he gets $175 million when he turns 31. You know, his value is going to start going down towards the middle of that contract. So, you know, all these long-term contracts, they don't really pay off in the long run because you get a few good years of early production, and then they fall off halfway through. And you get A-Rod is what you get. Is what you get. Your guy is hurt, and you're paying him $30 million. But Verlander, he's a guy that knows how to pitch, he knows how to get outs, and he just does it right. He knows what to do. He can pitch beautifully, no matter how hard his velocity is, and he's going to be effective for years to come. So re-signing Verlander was a must at all levels. One, they cut out all the media crap, because you don't got to worry about, oh, is he going to get signed? Is he going to be the first $200 million pitcher? No. It's over with. It's done. He's going to be a Tiger for a long time, and it's a good contract. He's going to be making a lot of money. Yeah, sure. And now it's going to hurt. So, you know, now someone's going to have to go because you can't afford to re-sign every single free agent player on this team. You're going to have to go down a little bit in value. But it was a had-to-get-done deal. Verlander is just way too valuable to the Tigers, and especially to let him go in 2014 when he's still in the prime of his career. You know, you cannot let him do that. And Mike Ilitch did it right. This is why us as Tiger fans, we are so lucky to have an owner like Mike Ilitch. He will go out there. He'll get Torrey Hunters. He'll get Prince Fielders. He got he'll sign Vmar. He's not afraid to dump money into this squad to make it a World Series caliber club. And he's just doing just that. And I'm happy for Verlander that he got paid, because if there's anyone that deserved to get paid on this team, it was Verlander. He has done nothing but anchor this staff since 2006. And it's a great, the contract, the money is kind of high, I'll give you that, but the market's been inflating because you got Cole Hamels who got over $100 million, and then CC Sabathia really inflated the market when he got his extension, and then Hernandez inflated the market when he got his extension, but it's over with now. We know Verlander's going to be a Tiger until at least 2019, and I'm happy as all hell about it, but like I said, there is a few downfalls. The contracts and stuff with future upcoming free agents on the Tigers is going to be affected a little bit, because there's no way you can afford all these players every single year. But without letting a few players go, and it's going to happen eventually, because you got 3 huge deals. You still got Cabrera at the end of his contract. You got Fielder for the next 8 years. Now you got Verlander through 2019, so someone's gonna have to go eventually, and it's gonna hurt the team eventually with all these big contracts, where they're gonna be not as good because they can't afford to get all these better players. But as we stand right now, it's a good deal. You get Verlander locked up. You're gonna have him through all his prime, and you're gonna have him towards the end of it. So I love this deal a lot. I'm glad Verlander's a Tiger, and I'm glad he's back. So I got for you guys. Go Tigers.